Here's my workflow for an illustrated poster. I always start with a sketch, and it's my favorite part because I really get to play around with the composition and design of the piece. Once I'm happy with it, I start playing around with some soft gradients, just so that I have an idea of what the color palette will be. And especially with complicated pieces like this, I switch between working on the main subjects and whatever's behind them. I love the trick of putting a gray layer between them, or maybe even blurring the background as I've done here, just to help myself not get too overwhelmed with the details. I love the comfort and versatility of working digitally, but I always like to bring in as many handmade textures as I possibly can. Because while I'm not trying to fool anyone into thinking this is a real painting, it is definitely really fun to see the very digital textures of Procreate coexisting beside traditional ones in the same painting. Same as the hard edges of the fence and the mountain with the soft ones in the sky. I've always felt comfortable with values and working in black and white, but when it came to color, I was horrified for the longest time. And something that has really helped me is to remember whatever my focal point is, keep the majority of the bright colors and contrast in that area, and whatever I want to be seen second or third, I make sure to keep it in grays or even soft blues. In this way, it really helps the eye be directed in the way that makes the most sense for the story of the piece. I love to incorporate plants into everything I do, and I do think it's important as artists to be wary of things that we tend to include in everything. I definitely have thought about it. I've wanted sometimes to challenge myself, just don't put any plants into things. But I think that more than making things pretty, because I've never thought about it in that way, I think it makes them feel more lived in or authentic sometimes. Of course, it depends on where you are, but I think even when you're drawing an indoor scene, if there is a wilting plant in the corner, it adds so much more context to your scene. Sometimes it just makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this longer video, and please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more like it in the future. Bye!